76ers versus Lakers game was 105-87 Lakers, and Joel Embiid had 26 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 blocks. Anthony Davis had 31 points and 12 rebounds. Honestly, a great game from him, but the role players should have stepped up, in my opinion. Honestly, it wasn't that great of a game for the Lakers. They should have done better from shooting. I feel like they couldn't really get the three-point shot down. And the 76ers defense really didn't get them in the paint. They couldn't really get any close shots or any layups the whole time. But something happened during the game. Some fan called Carmelo Anthony a boy and got kicked out of the game, which, in my opinion, I'm support that he got kicked out of the game. He said a racist term to Carmelo Anthony, calling him boy, which he called a grown man boy, especially a black man. You're not supposed to do something like that, call him boy. And honestly, I'm happy that I got kicked out. Hopefully he got banned from the 76ers arena and won't come back. January 28th schedule, Orlando Magic versus Pistons. I think the Pistons are going to win that one. Hornets versus Lakers. Hawks versus Celtics. I think the Hawks are going to win that one. Pelicans versus Nuggets. Nuggets are going to win that. Heat versus Clippers. Heat. Rockets versus Trailblazers. Grizzlies versus Jazz. I think the Grizzlies are going to win that one. OKC versus Pacers. Bulls versus Spurs. Bulls. And then Suns versus Timberwolves. Suns. And then Bucks versus Knicks. Bucks are going to win that one. 2.2 All-Star Pack. It's in a form of a sports card. Western Conference Starters Edition. LeBron, Jokic, Ja Morant, deservingly so in my opinion. Andrew Wiggins, honestly, he had a great season this season. I think he's averaging around 20 or 15, somewhere on there, and had a great season. And then Steph Curry. 2 Warriors players on here. And honestly, this is a great lineup in my opinion. 2022 All-Star Pack. DeMar DeRozan, Trae Young, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kevin Durant, and Joel Embiid. Honestly, this is what I expected. Trae Young, honestly, is very impressive this season. Has really shown out. DeMar DeRozan definitely deserves to be on here as well. And then obviously the rest. Everyone on here is pretty much up for an MVP candidate in my opinion. Especially Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, and Giannis. DeMar DeRozan's up for consideration in my opinion as well. Honestly, just a great list. King James is the first player to be named an All-Star starter 18 years in a row, which is honestly very impressive that no one else has ever done that. And LeBron was the first player to ever do that. Honestly, very impressive for LeBron, and probably one of his best achievements, and shows his longevity. Shaq with footwork and touch, Danny Green on Joel Embiid, which kind of reminds me of Hakeem Olajuwon or something like that. In my opinion, him and Jokic are the top centers in the league, and no one's even close to them. I would say the third best center in the NBA right now is probably Bam Adebayo. A very good center, but not as good as Jokic or Joel Embiid. But do you agree with Danny Green's comment that Shaq with footwork and touch?